And hello, everyone. Welcome to session 8 of True 20, Reign of Discordia, Arc Tangent. As we as we left our wonderful, kind, considerate, and merciful mercenaries, they had uh, just succeeded in shooting a whole load of people. Um, some of them they barely managed to scratch through their clothes and finish them off with a shot in the head. Because they're nice and merciful that way. So we're going to pick it up exactly where we left it, which is with these couple of trolleys full of ore, um, and a lot of dead bodies.
I forgot about the dead bodies.
Have they dug a very big pit to get this ore out?
No, you get the sort of impression that they were bringing it out from the front and sort of down. You have no idea why they're toting it down a path or where the hell they were going with it. But you can see that there's a well sort of worn path heading round the mountain towards the front where the actual base is.
Oh, damn. I was hoping they dug a pit to get it out. That way you could have stuck them in it.
Oh, I need that map again. I forgot to get it up.
Well, we've got to dispose of these bodies, right? So either we use very intense flames or we move them somewhere far away or underground. In the absence of wanting to dig a hole, why don't we just sort of drag them back half mile or something?
Yeah, I'll drag them half more off the track. They should do it.
Okay.
And then I'll examine the floor and make sure it's clear of debris, that we haven't sort of left something, a dropped coin on the floor that gives them the almighty clue to hunt us down and kill us.
Is the terrain kind of looser dirt down here, Ronnie, or is it sort of solid rock?
It's solid rock. You got to remember, there's an awful lot of snow as well. This is a highly, the whole region is very almost Arctic and.
Is it currently snowing?
No, but the snow is quite deep.
So we could probably just push them down in the snow a bit and let when it does snow, we'll cover them over.
Yeah, be a temporary measure.
Meanwhile, up in the base, people go, "Ooh, look at that! There's 3 large snowballs rolling down the hill." I wonder what's happening with that.
It's like that cheese rolling. Can't remember the planet it's from.
That snowball's got feet on it. Yeah, that's rather impressive.
Yeah, I think we should just make a little shallow pit or push them down into the snow and let the next snowfall cover them.
Yeah. That was a firework, if you heard that.
We did.
Wow, it's a bit early, isn't it?
Should we take their clothes? 2 reasons.
Yeah, for disguise, you mean?
One of the reasons is disguise. The other reason is if the corpses are discovered, it'll be funny as fuck.
I mean, you can take them if you want, but I think it'll be a bit tight for my build.
Oh yeah, they're humans, right?
How covered in?
Yeah.
How covered in?
Well, they're lamagos, which are basically human with blue skin, but yeah.
That looks like human to me. I'm an insect. Do I even have color perception?
I don't know.
They're like,
probably tell you're green from turquoise.
they're the human
not-
distant cousins.
The actual colours may not actually be green and turquoise, but you'll be able to tell green and turquoise apart, or at least what you think is green and turquoise.
I'm trying to find. Right, I'm reading an article about it now.
So
I need to know the answer to this.
if you've got no colour, you're going to be shadist, do you?
I would assume that as a crustacean, I would be able to detect different shades of blue and green, right? Very aquatic.
I'm going to assume that your both your visions can read an audible spectrum of color,
Unless I'm
which is not to be sneezed at.
unless I've got crazy amounts of cones, like what's that lobster called? Is it the rainbow
Lunch.
lobster or something?
Well, apparently the ants, which is what I think is the insect I'm closest to, have good red colour perception, but they don't respond to other light colours.
Point is, they're too small for me.
They see red.
They're always seeing red. Anyway,
How badly covered in blood are these uniforms? Could we use them as disguise still? Or are they beyond
they're
that?
not so much covered in blood as light scorching. You got to remember, you guys have been using lasers, so any wounds would have immediately cauterized.
Yeah.
There wouldn't actually been that much in the way of blood splatter.
Yeah, Tyrell, this is the year 3000 and whatever it is.
True, I forgot that.
That's disappointing. I like seeing the coloured splashes. It's the only colour I can see.
It's when someone comes out with this really gaudy pink and purple outfit and say, yes, it's the most wonderful shade of blue. Right, are you stripping these guys of their uniforms?
Yes, but I'm not going to take them. I'm just going to put them in embarrassing positions.
I'll start digging a pit then, I guess, while they're working out poses and fashion choices.
The Lamagos, they're basically food.
So am I.
Oh,
Thank God no one's filming what you're doing. You're a literal translation of a blue movie.
I'm surprised you're not putting them into an orgy positioning.
got bored of
Samara.
that 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, don't give her ideas.
I'm on to debate team poses now.
Debate team.
They're debating how cold it is. Right, in all seriousness, are you taking the uniforms?
I think
To
it might be
use
an
or
idea.
to-
This one, this is a sneaky mission, right? The first one. So it might be an idea. Wait, hang on a minute. Remind me. We're going to do this in two parts. We're disabling the turrets, aren't we? That's what we're doing.
Yep,
Yes.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You have been fortunate in the fact that, as I stated in the last session, there's a lot of noise happening up at the base. So your shots have not been heard, or at least no one seems to be responding to shots fired.
But we do have to get onto the base to disable these turrets. So it might, even if it's, even if they are in a bit of a bad condition from a distance, we might get away with it.
All right. Let's get dressed into these outfits then.
Look, if anyone confronts you, just say you had a fall or something. Accident with machinery.
Drop a cigarette.
Yeah, or that, whatever your human priorities are with human commodities.
No one is human.
Oh yeah, the blue humans.
Tyrells. Mini Tyrells.
Mini Tyrells. Sorry, I've just seen the axe in the background floating. Oh god.
Yeah, so we're going to take the uniforms.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously the one fits you, Terrell, quite easily. Samara it's a bit tight, but you do actually manage to get one of the
I'll
uniforms
get
on.
away with that, you see, because like whenever you go somewhere like that gives you an outfit, like go-karting, for example, where they give you overalls, what you'll notice, right, for the women, they always give you about 2 sizes too down, right? So you kind of get used to, after a while, just squeezing into clothes that don't fit. That,
Yeah.
and you buy anything off a supermarket shelf and like the sizes lie. So,
As for
nothing I own is
Joey,
the right size. This jumper is for an 8-year-old, look.
that just reminds me of Lee Evans talking about the suit he's wearing on stage during a stand-up, and he's saying, he says, that thing when you buy something from a catalog and you get it and it never looks the same when you get it as it did in the catalog. This was a lawnmower. Anyway, one of your unfortunate victims was slightly larger than average, Joey. So it's a bit. I mean, it's very tight.
Yeah. I wasn't actually planning to wear one. I just assumed they wouldn't
You're not
fit.
going to wear one?
No.
Okay. There is one that's a bit. That if you were going to wear it, it'd be a bit tight, and if you did anything beyond sort of natural movement.
Well, exactly. I want to be at full physical prowess.
Lou Ferrigno will have nothing on you.
Having said that, my shell's kind of orangey, right? So would it potentially stick out from a distance?
On a white background?
Either a white background or, as we get to the complex on the horizon sort of thing.
I'm saying you're an orange hue about to walk on a white background. The entire place is white.
Yeah, so basically he's a fairly bright red and the snow is a very bright red. So actually it's not that different.
Yeah, okay. Because I was thinking of trying to darken the shell a little bit somehow.
I'm not. I mean, unless you start really digging into the snow to actually find some of the dirt underneath, it's going to take you time.
We've got a couple of carts full of ore. Is there any dirt in that?
What are you on dirt for? Why don't we just paint him white?
We haven't got any paint.
Haven't we?
No.
Probably back at the ship. We might have some paint. Oh, this is going to be yellow, though, isn't it? For the ship, outside the ship.
Or Samara will just get whatever paint and think it's red.
Anyway.
No paint.
Are you taking the trolleys with you up the path?
Are they powered, or have we got to push them?
Kind of both. The power is basically a sort of anti-grav with magnets to make them easier to push, because otherwise these things would weigh an absolute ton and you wouldn't be moving them anywhere.
Let's put Joey on the cart so it looks like he's cargo. Then they won't check him.
What? You're suggesting I play dead or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Playing possum?
I start scanning around for boxes that will fit me, but also take my weight with my gun.
Oh, yes, going inside the box would be better.
Okay, there is a box that you could just about get in if you remove some of the ore.
Okay.
We'll put some more on top of it.
Yeah, smuggle him in.
Okay.
I need to breathe, you know.
Now we'll leave the lid off till we're close to any checkpoint.
You reckon it's going to take you about half an hour. You're still unsure as to why, in God's name, they had these trolleys down here in the first place.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Well, do we think they were bringing the yawl down or picking it up and taking it back? Perhaps we
You're
shouldn't
not
go
sure.
back. Perhaps we shouldn't go back with these things
not-
loaded.
Can we not tell
Perhaps we-
from their tracks?
There are no tracks, though.
Um,
They're anti-grav. No, why would they be dumping ore in the out here? Unless they were trying to sell it or take it to a
Yeah,
town.
perhaps they're stealing it. They take it out of the base, dump it, pick it up later. Perhaps we should be nicking it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the plan, guys?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, when can I get out of the box? Like, where am I going?
We'll let you know.
Yeah,
Or
we'll
if
knock
you
on the
hear
side with a special
explosions.
knock.
Or if you hear explosions or shooting or us screaming. We'll head towards the base.
Okay. Can anyone who wants to do it give me a notice roll, please?
Yep. Where's my
Terrell, if you want to give me a notice roll, I am going to put a -2 onto your roll because you're living in a box, living in a cardboard box.
me, Joey.
Oh, Joey, I mean, yeah,
Yes.
you're
Well,
currently
my
in a
wisdom
box.
is -2 anyway, so maybe I'll just not do the roll. I suppose I could just see, just in case I get a natural 20.
You could get a nat 20.
So if I haven't got the skill, it's wisdom -2, yeah?
No, it's -4.
-4 if you don't have it.
Ah, right, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a cocked eye. It landed on my cape.
No, very no.
Hmm.
I can't see anything.
Sorry, you say notice?
Notice.
Okay, that is a 17.
Okay.
It's better than my -2.
Woo!
I got worse.
Ouch.
Look, you got to crap sometime.
Right. As you're heading up, Terrell, you can hear the sort of banging of sort of machinery, and you can hear the sort of low hum of what sounds like engines, transport engines. Obviously, you're nowhere near close enough to actually view them, but you can certainly hear the hum and hear all this banging. I will let anyone at this point give me just a straight intelligence roll. Terrell, I will give you a +2 because you actually made the roll.
Natural 1.
10.
I got a 12. And that's with the +2.
Ouch. Okay. Right. So
Oh, this is relevant, actually. I have a feat called Trailblazer for moving through natural surroundings. It might make this trek slightly easier.
I will look up Trailblazer.
I have no idea. That's literally everything I wrote down about it.
Trailblazer. You can move through any sort of natural surroundings at your normal speed, unimpeded by things like undergrowth, difficult terrain, snow, mud, and similar difficulties. You're still affected by wind, rain, and other weather conditions, however.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
So you're
it's not
moving
gonna-
normally.
Okay. Fair dues.
At least you're not moving negatively.
I mean, I'm observing negatively.
Right. as a pilot, Terrell, and Samara as well, for that matter, you know, you've been in enough spaceports as delivery people in your time. You know what a spaceport kind of sounds like. You know what a standard sort of landing at a base sounds like. This doesn't sound like that.
But it's at the base, or is it coming from where our ship was crash landed?
No, it's coming from the base.
So we can see a thing landing badly, can we?
As I say, all you can hear at the moment, there is a lot of banging, and you can hear, Terrell can hear the hum of what sound like ship engines.
Do you think they might be being raided or something? Because
That might be about to happen. Maybe we should... How far are we from our speeder bike things?
You've kind of crossed the point of the halfway point. You've passed the fulcrum point. It's going to take you. It's actually quicker to get to the base now than it is to get back to your speeders.
Didn't we originally plan to come in on the speeders?
I thought we were gonna leave them away from the base and stealthing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we were going to go to the turrets and you were going to do a bit of sniping from a vantage point, I believe.
Yeah,
I still
I
think
was thinking
if they're under attack.
Now you still have the option if you want to actually try and climb the mountain, as opposed to take the path.
Well, my thinking was that when they get close to the turrets, I was going to nip up the side of the Caldera rim.
Okay.
Because I'll snipe and miss badly whatever I do. So
You might not.
As long as you don't hit us.
it's random.
I wonder if the party that we killed knew they were going to get raided and were trying to sneak out some more before they got there.
We'll see.
Yeah, but I think stealthing up is still our best option at the moment.
Yeah, well, at the minute I'm stuck in a box.
Another 15 minutes passes and you find yourself going round now. You are now at the sort of the opening to the base to give you a view. You're pretty much, if you're looking at the page with the top deck,
Mm-hmm.
you see where the one is.
This is the floor plan you posted
Yeah.
when we last played.
Yes.
Let's go find it.
Yep. Landing port for shuttles.
The group chat is mostly memes from Jason.
I posted like 2.
I'm trying to find it. I've
Would
got
you
it.
like- I was about to say, would you like me to repost it? But you've got it.
No, found it. So sorry, did you say we're near the number 1?
Yes.
Yep, you're just coming round just at the number 1.
Okay. Well, can we see any landed ship?
There are ships. There are ships at both the runways. You can see that they are both being filled with trolleys of ore.
Yep, there you go.
Okay. And the landing that Tyrell heard, I mean, is that one of these ships? You said we could hear a ship land, but it didn't sound
You could
like
hear. I mean, as I say, you can hear the engines. Both ships have their engines on.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be unusual, isn't it?
Well, I suggest we take the ore up to one of these ships, place it just outside the loading hatch because their own people will put it on the ship, and then we wander off as if we're going to get some more and head towards the turret, blow shit up.
I was going to say these people loading. What are they dressed in?
Similar uniforms to the guys down. You can see some security guards. They're packing. I'll tell you exactly what they're packing because I've got them here.
Can you maybe let me out of the box before you take all the ore up to the helicopter pads?
Actually, now would be a good time for you to sneak around the cliff edge and head towards the turret.
Yes, more like it.
Tyrell and I can go place this by the loading bay of one of the ships, and then we'll wander toward the direction of wherever else they go. Tyrell can bolt off toward the turret with you, and then I'll be a backup in the crowd for when shit goes wrong.
You can see, as you say, you can see some security, light armor, blasters at their sides. You can see that they've got vibroblades as well.
Oh, so we're even.
There's maybe 6, 8 of them, but they're very well spread out.
Okay.
Over the area. They seem more interested in making sure that the trolleys are coming off and then back onto the industrial elevator.
Oh, they've got loads more to bring up then.
And is everything here a Lamagosk?
Yes. But you do see something that does surprise you when you can see 2 security droids.
Okay, so I'm the only non-Lamagosk anywhere near here. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, I suggest that I don't disappear into the crowd. Instead, I'm going to go up the side of the caldera right now.
Yeah, I think I. So if we're at 1, if Joey wants to go for the north turret, I can walk across to the south turret.
Why don't you both do the same turret, or do you think we should hit them at the same time? I mean,
Yeah, but how are we going to communicate how to hit at the same time?
We
Well,
have
I'm-
communicators, but
I'm just worried that if we get discovered, we only take out 1 turret at best.
Yeah, but if we get discovered, then there's 2 of us, so we can take care of them before they raise the alarm.
What's your plan? Use 1 turret to shoot the other, and then
yeah, because once you
Time
rig
the
one
turret.
turret,
Okay.
you can wreck the other one,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then
we'll
you
do
just
that
got to
then.
wreck the one you're in. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll safe in numbers.
I'll get up the caldera rim right now.
We'll both go for the north
Okay.
turret then.
please give me a climbing roll, please.
Yippee!
Ah.
Thing I can do.
Unfortunately, I think this
Yeah,
is
that's
for the
worse.
person who's foolishly decided to climb the
Yeah,
caldera
this
rim.
is for Samara. This is for Samara to climb.
Okay, so
Oh, is it?
what
Oh, right.
base stat would that be? Strength
Um,
object.
I
Strength for
think
climb.
is it strength for climb? I will
If it's the
double
same as the-
check. It's strength.
Can I take 20 or 10 or something?
No.
Okay, so -5 then.
Oof.
And I rolled a natural 1.
Way.
Okay.
Maybe spend.
Don't even get off the floor.
I would
it's
say if you want to
conviction.
spend a conviction point, I would say right now
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
for a reroll. I will allow
That is my
that.
second negative resulting skill check today.
So remember, you're re-rolling your 20. If you roll less than 10, add 10 to it.
That is cocked between 19 and 9, so I have to re-roll it, and now I'll get something nowhere near as good. Why not just take the lower of the 2? I'll take the 9, so it becomes a 19.
It becomes a 19 minus the 5.
5, so 14.
14. Okay, so it's a bit slippy. Some of the handholds and toe holds are a little slippier than you would like. But if you're kind of moving. The reason I wasn't going to give you a 10 or 20 on this is because you're actually trying to move within a sort of pressured time.
Yeah. But it's fine, you see, because I'm an ant-type creature, so I have hooks in my arms, and oh fuck, that hurts. I never use these. No, I better go back to the... Yeah.
Right. Meanwhile, who's getting out of the box?
Me, because I'm in the box.
Are you going to try and stealth your ass out the box?
Yes. I'm going to try and stealth my entire self out of the box.
Well,
Yes.
we won't leave the box in. We'll take the box out of view as much as we can for Joey to get out.
Yeah.
Stealth roll, please.
And that is a 12. I'm rolling
Okay.
really badly today.
Okay. You're lucky that my dice aren't rolling anywhere better than yours. You get out. I mean, at one point a worker does walk past, but luckily he's obviously too busy noticing something over there. You know, maybe some maybe some large insect climbing the walls. But he doesn't actually see you as you get out the box.
All right, my human, lock and load.
My human.
Well, yes, like my man, but my human.
Why you?
Well, that's
He's a Lamagos.
that's insulting in two ways.
Wait, you're Lamagos? I thought you were regular
No.
human.
For years, I thought he was a human. Nobody told me he was blue.
Anyway.
So, so we'll get ready. Loosen the gun
Okay.
in the holster.
Right. You find yourself a good vantage point, and I would like stealth rolls from Joey and Terrell, please, as you try and get into the turret.
God, I bet you're grateful I'm not there now.
Slowly getting better. That's a 15 from me.
Where's my stealth to? Where's that? Oh, there we are. Oh, that's good. That's not a natural 20.
Okay. So, creeping along, you manage to get to the door of the turret. And as you open the door, you find a single solitary sentry sitting. He's beginning to sort of turn round as he's saying, "Bloody hell, get the door closed."
I think I should probably go in first. Maybe if you can wait outside for a second, Joey.
When you say a sentry, are you talking like a tripod with a gun on it sort of sentry, or something more?
He's just sitting at a chair. He's got you can see that he's got the sights of he's sitting there with his computer with the sights ready to take on anyone that even dares to come and fly in.
Oh, I see. So you mean like a like a human or Lamagos shaped droid with a gun, rather than just a gun on a tripod thing. Okay.
Job description of sentry.
Yes.
Okay.
Job description. Actual Lamagos.
Okay. All right. In that case, I definitely give Tyrell a nod and wait outside.
I'll go in and close the door behind me.
Oh.
That's it's been cold out there. I just come for a bit of a warm up.
What I'll do while you're busy tapping with that, I will turn round to make sure that there's nobody coming up, from the stairwell.
Give me a search roll.
A search roll?
Yeah.
Also, bear in mind, overwatching these two as well from afar from a
It's
scope?
the ones. It's the catch-all because it takes investigation and you're actively looking. You're not using passive notice.
Search roll is intelligence, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Would I be rolling that too?
Not bad. That is a 13.
In a moment. 13. Yeah. There's lots of milling about, but no one from what you can see, no one is actually coming your way.
Yeah.
Well,
if they do, I
yeah.
can just right down the stairs.
Notice is a passive. Search is the active.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's cold out there. I think it's even colder than yesterday, and yesterday was colder than the day before.
Yeah, it certainly is cold. I'll stamp my feet a little bit, and I'll try and walk around the turret a
You
little
said
bit.
this was the summer.
Never. I don't believe him.
Did you bring a toddy?
Yeah, I got one here somewhere. I'm trying to work my way around behind him.
Yeah, you can see that he's not. The chair is a kind of fixed position, so it's not something you can actually swing with.
So as I walk behind him, I'll whip out the blaster and I'll cosh him with the handle of the blaster across the back of the head.
Give me a roll, please.
Okay, so is that going to be what? Just a strength or?
It's a straight. It's an armed combat roll. Because you're not firing at him, you're actually using melee.
So
basically, it's combat roll plus your combat bonus plus your dex.
Combat roll. Okay, well, I don't have melee.
You don't have. Oh, do you not have? Hold on. Oh, you do not have.
Firearms training.
Yeah, you're at -4.
Minus.
Do you not have
4.
weapon training?
I do have weapons training, but I'm not using the weapon. I am using the weapon, but I'm cushioning him with it.
He doesn't have armed combat training.
-4 plus my dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is a 12. It was a 14 -4 plus 2.
Oh, this is going to be kind of close. Yeah, no. You kind of smack him over the head. He's like, "Oh, get off!"
I draw my vibro sword if I hear that.
Yeah, and I'll try to smash him again if I can.
Right. Try it again.
Oh, he must have been waiting for it this time. 6.
God's sake.
You can see that he is going for the alarm.
I'll try and just jump on top of him and try and tackle him, pull his arm away from it. And just
Try, go for it. Oh god, this is going to be an opposed as well.
It is. That's fantastic, isn't it? So that's going to be an 8.
I have improved grab as well. God damn it! Can I be bursting in at this point because I've already heard get off.
Burst in, please.
You have one good thing going for you. This guy can't do fucking armed combat either.
He's rolling natural 20.
Yeah. He's not doing any better. He's trying to push you off. He's not quite succeeding. You're not quite getting a grasp at him, but he's not. He's trying to pull away from you.
We're both cold, you see. We're not limbered up, ready to fight. That's what it is.
Joey, you have now entered.
Thank God for that. Okay, so I've got my vibro blade.
Okay.
Or vibro sword even. And are they really kind of close to each other like this? So would it be just difficult to impale like that sort of thing?
You know what? Given the circumstances, I'm going to say it's going to be easy, but if you miss him,
Mm-hmm. Well, I have plenty of conviction points. So let's see. Oh, it's not quite a crit, but it's really fucking close. That is 23.
yeah, I would say that's very much. Yeah, that's fine. He's you hit. What is the damage on
11.
your 11?
Uh-huh.
Damage on a vibral blade is plus 11.
Yes.
Jesus. I mean, you stab right into him. You give him a hellier wound. He's still breathing, and he's trying to sort of scream out and sort of bat at the wall to try and cause any kind of noise. Samara, give me a search roll, please.
Right. So this is intelligence, but not
Yeah.
got the skill. So +0 overall. God, I'm really having trouble hitting things today. 16. I actually had a half decent roll.
Excellent. You notice that two of the engineers seem to have sort of stopped and are looking towards the turret and moving towards it. You don't see any. You don't see any of the security guards moving as yet, but two of the loaders. Have.
Okay. What are they wearing?
Same kind of uniforms, same kind of overalls and everything from the guys that.
Red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're wearing the kind of red that you took off the other red people down at the Red Snow.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck it, I'm going in for it.
Boo, 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 boo. So on the other side of the base, is there like a light or something? Some kind of floodlight or something along those lines?
Oh, I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'll say this. I'll say there's some sort of lighting on the.
Okay.
None of them are on at the moment, but there's lighting.
Big bright red light, yeah, are not on. Okay, well, I'm going to shoot the biggest light I can see.
Give me a roll.
-1. I'm so talented at this. Actually, I've got time while they're walking. Could I aim first?
I'll give you a round to aim.
Okay, I don't know what that does to the roll, but I'll take 10 on that. Not take 10. The what do you call it? The conviction.
Oh,
Yeah, you're going to re-roll.
I'm burning through it here at a bit of a rate, but that was necessary. Otherwise, I think I'd have killed one of you. Okay, 18 -1, 17.
Okay,
Plus
that's a
whatever
hit.
the aim bonus is.
That's a hit,
Okay.
which I happen to like the idea of. The light base, the glass and everything, the whole fitting and feature of the light just explodes, showering glass down onto the sort of runway and the causeway. People sort of ducking to get out of the way. The two that were heading towards the turret are now looking where the light is exploded. Let's see if that changes their direction. Yes, it does. They start sort of moving towards almost instinctively to sort of, as if to say, right, come on, get onto there, and sort of help with getting people out the way. So you've managed to delay them.
The perfect miss.
In fact, yeah, we'll go with order. Tyrell.
I'm gonna try and, if I can, just grab his hair, maybe, and smash it against maybe the console edge or something.
Do you have to do it so noisily?
Roll.
I'm trying to do it quickly.
Roll.
Okay, so -4 again, isn't it? So,
And this is a vibroblade. So Joey, because you got a vibroblade, there's lots of blood everywhere. This didn't cauterize in nothing.
I don't think it worked anyway because I got a 9.
No.
Oh, I thought of Iron cauterize as well, but never mind. Right, is he anywhere near dead yet, this guy?
He's hanging on for dear life, but you know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start looking for the control panel to turn or rotate this turret around and get it fired up.
It's pretty much he was sitting at it.
Okay, fantastic. So nothing too complicated. All right, I say, Tyrell, you get your ass on this thing. Not literally. That'll probably hurt you.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna try and target the other one, yeah?
Yeah, well, you're better at that than me. I'll keep it quiet.
Okay, so I will try and target the other turret.
Yeah, and I go back over and I basically just put all my weight on his neck like that, just with my arm.
Okay. It's between everything, between what you did to him and what Tyrell's been doing to him. He's now, I think calling him prone would be an understatement.
Good.
Samara. Exactly. You see now that the two engineers, in a sec. The two engineers are talking to a couple of the security guards and are pointing at the turret. And at that point, I'm going to suggest a 5-minute break.
That sure was a second. Thank you.
See, I'm a thoughtful sod.
I think that went quite well, actually, so far.
So far. 5-minute break, guys.
Becky's headphones trying to kill her.
See you in a bit.
God damn it, Phil.
What?
Mister, you can't even subdue someone of your own species sitting in a chair.
It's not as easy as you might think. We spend a lot of time sitting down. We're well practiced at it.
Oh, God.
I thought if I could catch him across the back of the head with my pistol, he'd been out of it. But
I just want to check something because
I think what it was is he was so cold, he'd actually lost any feelings, so he didn't actually feel the impact.
Yeah, that must be it. Also, if anyone fancies a free Call of Cthulhu starter set, the Stars Are Out podcast are giving them away.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. For their second birthday.
ooh,
Very nice. I've heard it's quite a good starter set, actually.
Yeah.
I owe you, Phil, the most immense apology.
Okay.
You don't actually get the -4 when it comes to smacking someone unarmed, so you should have had 4 more on both of those. So yeah, I will say that that guy is very much dead.
Yeah, there you are.
I also take that back then.
Yeah.
I will
Good
happily admit, and as I've put in the chat, guys, at the end of the session, you guys will level up. Because I really should have done it last week before the shit show happened. But we'll definitely do it at the end of the session.
It's cute.
Because it's needed. Right. Terrell. Nice
Yes.
computer. Lovely computer.
So we're to roll computers now.
Roll the compu.
Roll computer.
Google Chew.
Right, okay, so
Guys,
my
look up
computer,
the
that is
ship.
8. Okay, so that is going to be...
Muted.
You're muted, Phil, so I didn't
sorry.
know it.
A little bit of a disappointing 13, seeing I've got quite a high score in computers. I was hoping for a bit more.
You can always spend a point of conviction if you so wish to reroll.
I will, because I think
fuck this up.
we can't afford to muck it up now. Exactly. That was worth doing, because that is now a 25.
Okay, so firewall, what's that? Passwords? Of course it's 00000. Targeting seems a fairly intuitive system. Clearly this has been built with the non-martial in mind, that any bugger with a laser can just type in a couple of coordinates and just press the return key, essentially.
And it got a joystick and a little cross on a screen you can move around. And
Yeah. There was a part of me that was going to try and make this look more like the turrets in the Millennium Falcon, but I thought no, I'll make it more just a computer bank.
Okay, we're lined up. We're ready to fire. Do you think Samara's in position?
She better be.
Exit plan. Also, by the way, there's some guards coming at you. You might want to shoot civilians first. I don't mean civilians. I mean people. Lamagoskans. Sorry. Force of habit.
I was making my way out of the door anyway.
Can we actually point the turret down far enough to shoot people?
No. Don't waste it.
Okay. I'll line up on the other turret then, and do we want to take their ships out as well, or do we want to? Because I mean, they might
They
decide
might
to
have
leave.
guns.
So is
Wait,
that a
no,
yes
we
or a
want-
no?
We want the landing pads. So just check if they've got guns. I'll have a look from this side and you have a look from that side. If they've got guns, we blow them up. But we actually do at some point need to land here once we've killed everyone.
Okay. I mean, I've got to take the other turret out anyway, because otherwise they might start shooting back at us. So that's the first thing to go, is the other turret.
Before we get to that, Samara,
Yeah.
give me a search roll, please, because you're looking to see whether there's guns on the ships.
Search or investigate? Like, is it intelligence or wisdom?
Is there investigate?
It's
Yeah, there
intelligence search.
Yeah.
Intelligence, right. 7. No, 11. My apologies.
You can see a couple of sort of light guns. Well, you can see one on one side. You assume that there's maybe it's twin on the other. They look like sort of light lasers. Could certainly take you guys out in a heartbeat, but you know, they're pretty they're sort of quick defensive weapons more than sort of heavy artillery.
So it wouldn't take the turret out.
Well, not in one hit. I mean, it would have to be a sort of Chinese water torture variant. Keep just ching 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 ching, and eventually something would give.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Or
if they
if
start
they
shooting,
They got really lucky and hit the barrels.
If
they
they start
start.
trying to take off or point guns at you, then yeah, take them out.
Yeah, we
But-
can. So we're keeping this turret working for a while, yeah?
Well, we're blowing up the other turret, then we're blowing up that turret. After that, you just need to sneak out of there.
Okay, you have targeted the other turrets. And at the risk of using a very obvious Empire Strikes Back line, target, maximum firepower.
Not you may fire when ready.
No.
Right. Fire when ready.
You may proceed. You may proceed with the operation. You may fire
Actually-
when ready.
Yes, do blow up the other ships, because our plan is to come in with our ship, and our ship also has pathetic guns.
That's true.
Okay, firing the other turret.
Target.
So is this going to be just a normal firearm shot?
Yes.
Not
Give me.
Funny,
me-
but is Joey better skilled for this kind of stuff or not?
Not really.
Okay.
Not with heavy artillery. We kind of found that last time.
Okay.
This. I mean, it's. I mean, if it was a case, if the turrets were more like the ones in the Millennium Falcon, then absolutely Joey would be the better person to put on. But this is just point and click.
Oh right. Okay.
Well, the ones in the Millennium Falcon were pretty much just extended big guns. So
Yeah.
someone who actually had, sort of training with heavy weapons and so on would actually have an advantage. But this is just point and click.
Okay, I've got a 15.
Hey.
Okay. This is a real case of. Right, you do crack it, and you can see that the other turret is now turning toward you.
Fuck.
It does have its own toughness saves to make.
I'll fire at it again, and I'll keep firing until it blows up.
Right, are you targeting something specific though?
Just the turret, just generally. If I can see the barrels, because there might be there's a joint there, obviously to make them let them move. I'll target that. But
You can go for the barrels if you want.
yeah, I'll go for that then.
There's not a weak spot at the base, is there?
Well, I mean, I was
Well, there's
assuming.
a small thermal exhaust ladder right below the main ladder.
No, I was thinking if it's got slightly weak foundations or something underneath it.
After the door must be facing away from us, I would have thought.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah.
Okay, that was 17.
Samara, you can see the two security guards are now legging it towards their turret.
Okay, I don't know if my sniper blaster can go fully automatic or not, but I'm going to try.
Crikey.
How many fingers do you have? I mean, like I said, like Joe would be near the door anyway at this point.
Well, my fingers have had a lot of working out because I make the tea, and that's a lot of stirring.
Well, you know, there's something that has to be said about the need for a good stirrer.
You realise if these are the only people on this planet, that's another genocide.
Will you stop with the genocide collecting?
I think these people are attacking. I don't think they're the actual people from the base. I think they'll be downstairs underground somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe. Who knows?
We shall see. I await Ronnie's impending twist with great anticipation.
Why do you assume there's a twist?
Because you've been hinting at stuff and repeating certain things, and
He's now trying to think of a twist.
I'm now trying to think of a better twist. Everyone's now expecting one. Hey, who do I look like to you? M. Night Shyamalan. Come on.
Oh God.
It was all a dream.
There's twist, and then there's M. Night Shyamalan that just tries to do twists, but they're just no.
No, I'll give him his credit. The Sixth Sense one was quite good, although I did catch it early. Okay, to use an auto-fire attack against a single target, make your attack roll normally. The amount by which your attack roll succeeds applies a bonus to the attacker's saving throw difficulty, +1 per 2 points the attack roll succeeded the target's defense. You can auto-fire against multiple targets at once as a full action by walking the auto-fire attack from target to target. Okay.
Spray all the running security guards as fast as I can. I'm just going full mental. I don't know what you want me to roll. That's definitely missed.
At this point, you're sort of firing, so just keep on going until you've decided you're going to stop. You're rolling for each shot.
Oh! That's a 17. That one's a hit.
Okay. What's the damage on the weapon? +8, isn't it?
Oh, I'm one short of a crit, so it's only +8.
It wings him, but it doesn't actually do much.
More bullets. That's what I need. More bullets.
Roll again.
There's a 12. There's a 13. There's a 5. Cross over that. 3. Oh God. There's the barn door. 6. I'm shooting the mountain. I mean, I'm going to keep. I need more D20s, so just roll them all. Oh, natural 20. That's +12 damage.
Okay, let me deal with. You had at least
Many
one
shots.
before. You had at least one that hit. So this potential hit before.
So that hits some
Oh,
fuel canisters or something and makes a big explosion.
fucking shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So one of the security guards goes down. He's screaming. He's down, but he's screaming. And the 20. What's the extra damage for the crit?
So it's an extra +4, so +12 in total.
Okay. Yeah, he goes down in a heap. You notice one thing out of your peripheral vision. One of the robot sentries is coming up for you.
Or climbing the caldera.
No,
Okay.
he is nicely repulsoring his way up.
Ah.
And back to the turret.
Well, if the other turret hasn't blown up yet, I'm going to continue to shoot
Should I
it.
do something bad?
Right, give me another roll, please.
Oh, dear God. That's a 6.
That's unless you. I was about to say Bennying that. I've run Savage Worlds far too often.
Yeah, well, I think I've got much choice on that one. I think I'm going to have to. Okay, well, that is a 24.
Okay, that's a bit more interesting. You hit the guns. It's still beginning. It's the turret is still turning. It will be within angle and range to fire next turn. Back to Samara.
Okay, I'm going to shoulder my rifle. There are 3 things I want from my backpack. My universal communicator, my comlink, and my PDA. Then I hit the go button on my jetpack. Now these 3 things I'm going to use to establish a wireless network with the robot.
Give me the most intense computer roll you have ever tried, and before you ask, there
No,
is
I can't
absolute
take
time
20.
pressure. Taking 10s and 20s as a non-starter.
Okay, that is 21.
Hooray.
Ooh, actually. You establish a link. It's still ongoing because there's momentum involved, but you have now established a link with the computer
Okay,
inside the droid.
awesome. I want to take control.
By your command.
Okay, go wreck that turret down there. Break in, kill everything inside, including the machines.
Yep. It flies down to the other turret.
Woohoo!
Are you going to attempt to extend the link to the other? Because there are 2.
Rather than extend the link, I shall see if I can turn this into a virus that will self-replicate across their network. So all the machines receive the instruction to wreck the shit out of the turrets.
To say that this is going to have to be a super roll is an understatement, but go for it.
Okay.
It will take you a couple of rounds to fully succeed in doing that, even if you do
25. Did my dice rolls finally get good at the right time?
It will take you a couple of rounds for you to actually drop the virus fully. As you're
I mean, I couldn't code that quick. If I did, there'd be bugs. But yeah.
But at least what it means is you're going to be fully engaged in that. You're shooting. You're doing nothing else. You are sitting doing that.
Yeah. I'm coding
back
that
to
out. The plus side is I don't have to run away on the jetpack anymore.
Back to the turret.
Yeah, again, I'm going to be out of the door. Is there anybody else coming up the stairs or getting close?
You can see a couple of engineers are sort of coming close now. Hey, what's going on there? Is there a malfunction? I don't know why Lamagosians are speaking with a slight Cockney accent, but I'm going with it.
Yeah. Slight weapons malfunction. But we're all fine here now, thank you. How are you? Come on, you said a slight malfunction.
If this was a game that allowed for convictions to go back to people, due to good role playing, I would allow that at this point.
Do it anyway.
You know what? I'm convinced. Have a conviction back for that. That was nicely played. I'll accept that.
I've still got all my conviction points, so.
Well, you've got a freebie then.
Oh, wonderful. How very generous of you. But I would say something equivalent, and I would point, if I'm able to point to the light that was shattered earlier.
You always told us this would happen when we got too much machinery. Don't want all this AI stuff going on. I don't know. It's just not good down mine anymore.
Yeah. Just don't come anywhere near here. We're fixing this up as well.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Good. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Who the hell was that? Oi, you got any ID?
How far away from them? How far away from me even are they? More than 80
20 feet.
Okay,
20 feet. At this point, you may attempt to bluff or diplomacy or intimidate, depending on how well you want to do it, and try and sell them on it.
I can't do any of those things.
Hence why you're about as successful as Han Solo was.
So I'm going to intimidate by very deliberately preparing my blaster rifle and probably shooting at their feet.
Oi!
There's some ID.
Intimidating if you shoot their face.
Hey, leave it out. Oh, shooting here. Right, Terrell. As you're about to take a shot, you do notice one of the security droids is actually flying round the back of the turret.
Oh shit! Get out.
The other turret.
Oh, still
Yeah, I was
get
going
out.
to say they should know which turret is which.
Still get out.
Oh, are you saying that on the radio, are you?
What have you done?
Yeah, because in a couple of rounds they're going to go for both turrets.
I will get out then. I will head to the door.
Are you going for one final shot before you go, or?
I could do actually. I'll give it a shot and see what happens.
This is the downside of nice blanket things like hit the turrets.
Yep. I am vamoosing, and I also have crazy jump if I just need to jump over the side or whatever.
Okay.
4. That's 14.
Yeah, so another sort of crack in it. They're really heavily armored for obvious reasons, and you essentially, it's like ship combat. You essentially roll, the toughness of it, like a toughness save, like anything else. I will roll the toughness, and yeah, I just rolled 19. It barely registered. As you get outside, though, even with everything that's going on, you can hear just in the distance from the other side of the pad, you can hear a whole load of screaming. And you see the barrel of the other turret sort of dropping low and sort of powering down.
I'll shout it at the door. Joey, I think I've got it.
I'm right here.
Right. Where are you going from your present position?
Down the stairs.
right? And then
Samara, where are you?
I'm up on the Caldera Ridge. Shut up a moment. I've got a bug. Ah, there it is. So 2 equal signs, not 1. Go. Universal Translator's supposed to fix this.
Actually, I should probably sort out those 2 engineers that I spooked earlier.
yeah, they're you can see that they're going, hey, bloody saboteurs in here.
What is the boon with your professional skill again?
The professional skill, that is the skill that you use to earn your money.
Oh, okay, so it's not like
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
can't
thing.
fail,
That's the
that's
thing. By
something.
using that gets your wealth score back up.
okay. Yeah, plenty of wealth. Okay, even so, I'm going to get down to the bottom of the stairs the quickest way possible, aka vaulting over the side.
Okay.
And yeah, basically just heading around to try and subdue them.
I'm almost tempted to make you roll acrobatics at this point, just to see if you can look good while you're vaulting.
Nah, I don't want to look good. I just want to get down in one piece.
Right. So you kind of vault and land. Terrell, I take it you're running.
Yeah, I'm going to get up and run for the door.
Yep.
And,
As you
I'll go
sort
in
of,
the steps 2 at a time.
Yep. Right. Where are you heading from the turret?
I thought we did say someone ought to head towards the security hut, so I might head that direction.
Okay. So at this point, you're really looking at heading towards Section 8, which is right across.
Yeah, I'm going to try and fit in. I've got the uniform on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
A lot of people are milling about. You do see a couple of security guards heading your way. You also see.
I thought the security office was 5, actually. Sorry.
That's a relief station at the bar and.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't know why I thought that then.
Canteen and stiff.
8 is the.
8's like the admin and stuff.
Yeah, I'll try and get into the admin D8 then and maybe cause some havoc in there if I can.
So where are you heading? You going
number
for 8?
Number 8, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going number 8.
Right. There are There are 2 security officers heading towards you. There's a couple of security officers are heading towards that other turret. As you're heading, you see the second of the security droids flying past you, heading towards the turret you've just cleared, and entering into it. And again, you hear a lot of sort of smashing and mashing, and you see the gun powering down.
There's turrets on the spaceships, and then it's time for my updated virus. Tyrell, when you get a moment, could you plug your PDA into your comlink, take a selfie, and send it me, please?
As I'm walking along, then I'll just get my PDA out. And...
You're not going to display his mug as a wanted poster, are you?
No.
Yeah, I'll do
but
that.
Believe me, it's essential I get his face image.
Actually,
now that you have this facial image, what is your intention?
Well, once the turrets on the spaceships are also wrecked, I plan to update the virus. It's a crafty little program. I call it. Go up to every biological in this area, check if their face is blue and does not match this image. Then eviscerate the face.
Ooh.
Well, all I can say is I was in very real belief that this actually might go to a third session. But after that, if you succeed in that, I'm pretty much going to go to a prologue of what happens next.
Take 20.
If you stay where you are and out of trouble while they're giving sort of suppressing fire, so that you're not placed under any immediate danger, and they can hold it for that long, I will allow you to take a 20.
Yeah. I don't dare trust the dice again. I had 2 lucky rolls in a row. That's it. There won't be a third in a row.
Well, we could always act as a distraction, I suppose, down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, especially with presumably I can hear like the turret powering down above me and stuff.
Yeah.
In which case, I would just forget about the 2 engineers in that case, especially if I can hear Samara.
The 2 security guards see you, Joey, and immediately, you kind of stand out of place in a field of Lamagos.
Okay.
So they immediately go for their blasters.
Okay, all right. That's not my name, and I duck into cover.
And I want initiative rolls from you now, please.
Fine.
We're about to get into some. Oh shit!
13.
What was initiative again? It was just Dex, was it? Or
yeah.
You should have, if you do have an initiative bonus.
Yep. Okay. Got a 17.
Okay, so 17 from you, Joey.
13.
Okay. They're basically shooting between the 2 of you. So Terrell, you have first action.
Oh, okay. So I'm trying to walk across the base towards number 8. What's everyone doing around me?
Everyone. There's an
I'm
awful lot
keep...
of milling around with the engineers, and security guards are trying to sort of push their way through from actually area 8 and 7, sort of coming forward. The 2 that have asked Joey to stop are the 2 closest.
Okay. I'm going to try and stay below the radar, and I'm just going to keep walking towards the building.
Okay, in which case, security guard's going to fire at you, Joey. You have went into cover, so there will be a minus to their roll.
Good, very good.
I'm a bastard. I'm not a fucking bastard. What's your defense?
Defense. Where even is that on here? I've never had to actually look at it before.
It's 10 plus your combat bonus.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, that's a miss. Your turn to fire. The other one's still trying to pull his gun out.
Okay. That is 16.
That is a hit. What's your damage? +5, isn't it?
No, +8.
+8.
Yeah.
Okay, he takes it straight in the chest. I take it you shot at the guy who shot you.
Yeah.
He takes it straight in the chest, and he goes immediately back and down. I mean, he's alive, but he's like, oh shit! As the other one sort of gets the gun out and starts to fire. He's again going to be at a minus. Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Even with the minus, that's a hit.
Oh, okay.
What is your? Hold Holy shit.
Defense is 13.
Blasters +5. Yeah, so that's a hit. I need you to make me a toughness save, please, against a roll of 20.
Ooh. Not quite. 17.
17. Right. You take a bit of a winging, but nothing much. Luckily, it's only with a difference of 5 that things start to get dicey. So you're okay, but you're nothing. You're a bit wounded. You're a bit winded, but nothing major. Round comes round again.
Yeah, my plan really, when it gets to my turn again, is to let them come to me,
Okay.
and draw my sword rather than the blaster rifle, because I'm decent in close combat with multiple people potentially if I get a hit on them.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my idea. Just keep
Terrell,
them
you see that Joey took a hit. It doesn't look like it's too bad, but he did take a hit.
Okay, so I will look at the direction that I was going and all the progress I was making, just fitting in and just sliding towards the headquarters, and just take a side and turn around and go back and try and help Joey. So as I'm walking behind these people, I'm shooting from the other side.
So the guy who's down is going to take a shot. It has to be said, between your cover and him being wounded, this is a shot to nothing. But he's going to try anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Okay.
Joey, your action.
like I said, wait for them to come to me. So just keep braced in cover. If I have to put my gun away, draw my sword.
The other guy's going to try. He misses as well. So, we'll see what happens. The guy who's on the deck, he's moving nowhere. Right. I need you. Actually, we'll see what the security guards do. Yep. Couple of security guards pass you without really saying too much. They're heading towards where they're sort of fallen. You reckon they're heading towards where their fallen guy is. Right, so he's not firing, you're not moving. The other guy moves in, so it'll be the next round. I do apologize, Samara, but it's about 20 rounds worth of combat before I can let you take a 20 on this. Because it takes 20 times as long.
That's absolutely fine, because it's very important that I don't do something stupid like, if skin is blue and face equals this image. But I do want the virus to spread to every machine in the place that is capable of sensing someone's face.
Yeah.
From every security system that there is. Like, it is a nasty bit of work. 20 turns is fine.
Yeah, it's just as I say, it's if you want to take the 20, it means they've got to give you cover and keep you so you've got the time to do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've just realised I have a projectile deflector.
Terrell.
Okay.
You reckon it'll be another sort of 2 rounds before you can get to the actual place. Give me a notice roll, please.
Notice roll. Okay, so that's 22.
Right, as you're looking around and you're sort of seeing everything, you realise that all of these guys have something you don't. Security ID. They have ID cards. Most of them have got them clipped to the lapels and so on, or wearing them as a lanyard.
I don't have any way I can do this stealthily.
Joey, that guy's cut the distance. You can attack if you wish.
With the virus sword, in that case, yes, absolutely.
You will be breaking cover to do it, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Fine. Fine. Oh yeah, that's a crit. 19.
What's the plus? In total?
Plus, well, it's plus 11 with the crit. It's an extra plus 3.
That's plus 14. Jesus. Right, so you really give him a good, some really hack gash. He kind of goes down. He kind of leaning against the sort of side of the rock almost, as he kind of tries to lift up his gun to sort of have a go. I don't see him actually doing very much. Holy shit. No, but only just no. Back to you, Terrell.
Okay, is there anybody standing sort of like away from the group a little bit off by themselves?
Yeah,
get
there's
noticed?
all kinds of milling about and so on. So yeah, there's plenty of sort of individuals not quite.
I wonder if I could actually just walk up to someone then and maybe drag them behind a boxes or packing crates or something and just maybe shoot them and grab their pants quickly. Because
Try it.
Need to get into so I'll just walk up. If I pick someone that's not particularly paying attention to me, as I walk up, and I'll just take the gun out and maybe jam it into his ribs and boom, fire.
Okay, roll. It's point blank, so.
Okay, so what's my bonus? 4. Okay, so it's a 23.
I'm going to take it as a crit. So
It
what's
was a
the
19.
total? Well, I'm going to take it as a crit because you're shooting at a point blank.
Okay, so it's plus 5 crit, 20 plus 3. So yeah, so 8.
So it's plus 8 onto the 15 is 23. Okay. He goes down. He's as he kind of falls down. He's the kind of air's been taken out of him.
I just want to grab
He's
his.
kind of lying there.
I just want to grab his pass and walk away. I'll pin it on there. And
Okay.
maybe if I walk by some machine and get a bit of grease and just smear it across the front a little bit, so they can't see the picture quite as well.
Okay.
I'll just leave them there, and
I don't think that's going to work with me, to be honest.
Oh shit. There are times where it's just not fun to be a GM. Right, Joey, would you like to attack this guy again? Or you want to give him another hacking?
If the other one is close enough, then yes, I do.
No. As I say, of the two,
He's not moving.
you shot one guy down.
Yes.
He's not moving anywhere. The other one, who did take a winging at you, actually, you managed to swipe him once,
Mm-hmm.
so he's still there. He's still up. He's wounded, but he's still up. If you want to take another swipe at him.
But what I'm saying is, are they both fairly close to me?
No. The guy you shot didn't move.
Right.
Towards
Okay.
you.
Fine. Yeah. All right.
Couldn't
I'll
move
take another
towards you.
swipe at this
Yep.
first one then.
Roll.
Ooh. Now my dice are doing well. That's another 19. I'm afraid to say.
Okay, this is
I
going
have
to hurt a
vendetta
lot.
against this guy.
Jesus. Yeah, he's gone. Screaming pain. Two other security guards are sort of over their sort of fallen comrade. They did take shots at you, but Clearly, they went to Imperial School.
I didn't even notice the shots.
Which I always find funny when they talk about the lack of aiming ability that stormtroopers have, given that the first thing you really hear about stormtroopers from Obi-Wan is, and look at these blaster points. Only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise. Right, you have reached the doorway of Section 8.
Okay, if there's the guards outside.
There's one guard, but he's pretty he's gonna. What the hell is going on, mate?
I have no idea. I think it started over there, and I'll point back towards the turret. Something's got wrong. It went wild, and it was shooting just randomly. God knows what's going on. I've got to get inside.
Jesus Christ! The droids are attacking the bloody ships now. Look at them.
You can't trust these droids, I tell you. They're going to be down for of us all.
Yeah, I'll got to go. We'll go to sort something out now. You think it's all the droids?
I wouldn't trust one if I was you. Don't turn your back on it.
Because we got another 4 down in the main area.
Might want to get down there and sort those out.
Working with amateurs.
What do you mean
He's
amateurs?
not going to do anything by himself.
Right. Meanwhile, yeah, that's 1 hit on you. Can you give me a roll, please, Joey? It's a toughness save against a 20.
Yep. That is a 26.
Yeah. Singeing your clothing again.
He's literally
bounces
a tank.
off a bit of crust.
Mm-hmm.
It is now your goal. This guy, I mean, these guys aren't moving forward. They're standing next to their colleague.
Uh-huh. Okay, is there any cover near me I can duck into or roll into?
Yeah, where you were.
Yeah, okay, fine. I duck back into cover then, and because I'm realizing they're not moving towards me, as I would have liked. And I will turn on my projectile deflector now that I've remembered I've actually got one. So it gives me a +4, which I guess that'll be to the defense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I still able to fire in this go or no?
I'll give you -2 in it because you're moving.
Yeah, all right, why not?
To cover.
Why not? No, that is a 15.
No, not quite.
Okay, no worries.
Right, Terrell, you are in Section 8.
Are there many people in here?
There's not that many, actually. What you do see is there's a few sort of computer terminals. You can see that there's also a bit. You can see that there's kind of break room area, and you can see personal elevators as well.
I want to get to one of the free computer terminals.
Okay.
What I'm intending to do is try and maybe set off an alarm or a siren, and then do a voice message to say evacuate the base.
Okay. Okay. Right. Give me a computer roll, please.
Oh, that's a good one. That is 24.
Okay. You get into the sort of settings pretty much. I mean, God knows what that last Lamagosian was looking at. It would probably be illegal in some star systems, but never check another person's browser history. What kind of? I mean, there's a few. There's fire. There's general biohazard. I mean, there's everything from sort of. Would you like to reach the assembly area, please, to get the fuck out? This place is going to go.
Yeah, that sort of thing. That's the sort of alarm I want. And then a voice message over the top. I have to say it myself. Evacuate the base immediately. Evacuate the base.
The base has a sort of standard emergency voice message that goes along with a klaxon.
I'll hit that then.
We are experiencing a level 4 seismic disruption. The volcano is alive. Please evacuate immediately. Do not take personal belongings. Remember, in cases of sonic attack. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
Does it work?
Everyone started. I mean, the couple of people that were in the area, they immediately book. They run out of there. You can see sort of cameras of the lower levels, and you can see everyone's moving up. A couple of you can also see that the droids are moving up as well. People are going up the industrial elevator more than anything else.
Well, that's a big thing, yeah.
I was really worried because I knew where the droids were. I was really worried if the droids were still down there when you put your second part of your virus in, because there was going to be a massacre on one of those levels.
It's going to be a massacre on the surface instead.
Yeah.
We'll have a couple of rounds, and then we'll pretty much claim that to be sort of 20, because there's been a long old slog. You're getting another couple of shots fired at you, Jason. Yeah.
I'm just so popular.
I need you to make me 2 separate toughness saves against 20, please.
Even with the projectile deflector.
Oh no,
Takes
one
to
of them.
17.
One of them.
That's the one. Gets 20. That is 17. So again, not quite.
That's fine. It's that. As I say, it's only when there's a difference of 5 it starts to become a problem.
Oh, okay.
You firing back?
Well, yes, because they're being awfully rude.
About to say I should have put your cover into. I forgot you'd gotten into cover as well, so they wouldn't have hit in the first place. So, anyway,
Okay.
They were firing.
I'm still hitting. Or attempting to.
Rule.
That is 18.
That's a hit.
Mm-hmm. Plus 8.
That's a death. That's what we call low rolling in this country.
Mm-hmm.
One more round, I think, and then we will assume that Becky has been able to get. There's absolute mayhem happening on this pad. Utter mayhem.
What we like to hear.
Would you like to fire at the poor unfortunate soul? I actually rolled twice there when I should only have rolled once, but one of them missed and one of them really missed, so it didn't really make much difference. Would you like to fire at the other person who didn't die the last time?
Sure.
If you want.
Round to the nearest death. Oh. Oh. I
You're
swear
older.
I'm not making this up. That's the natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
That's plus 11 damage.
Yeah. You wing him. He's still up. You wing him.
Oh, wow.
He did a very good toughness save. Becky, release the virus. Okay. I'm now going to speed run the next scene because it's really going to come down to this. Screaming, terror, destruction. Your virus works perfectly. Tyrell is not harmed. Obviously, there's been a lamb's blood painted cross on his chest.
More importantly, Joey and me aren't impacted. Like, I was prepared to accept Tyrell's collateral damage, and I was trying not to.
Wow.
Well, you always ran the risk. You always ran the risk if you decided to roll rather than hide and sort of go prone and sort of sit back and hope for the 20, taking 20. It is a massacre. The robots are exceptionally tough. I'm glad you were actually smart enough to think round them rather than try and go through them because they are armed to the teeth. They literally rip through the engineers, the flight crews. The ships are all but useless now.
Oh, the whole time they're doing this, I'm going to take pictures of my PDA. Got to report back to our crime boss, show him how dangerous we are so he doesn't kill us.
Oh, well, yeah.
Within about 5 minutes, you now have clear. You now have clear run of the place. No one is alive.
Awesome. Let's go down and get some blueprints and a prototype. Oh, that's what the funny sound was, is the prototype. It's up in the air, isn't it? I wonder if it's got robots. Oh, I wonder if it's connected to their computers in order to, feed back all the diagnostics and stuff from the test flights. In which case, if it's got a robot on board, we should be able to pick the prototype up shortly.
Can we keep all the robots?
Well, at the moment, they're under Becky's complete control. So,
to be honest, I mean, maybe, but the problem is, it only takes the lighting condition to change and me not to get this virus out the system, and it won't recognise your face. So you might want to rethink that.
Well, can we all carry some sort of identifying chip then?
What
RF tag.
Right. So you are, if you want to go into the main computing terminal that actually stores all information and everything else, you're looking to go down to the engineering level. You're looking for area 19. Your quickest way actually is using the personal elevators in area 8. Because area 19 is pretty much out the door.
Are they not quite so covered in blood? Those civilians.
Well, the industrial elevator at the moment has a slight viscous problem.
Just a slight.
Just a slight one. It doesn't take long on the elevator to get down to the engineering level. As you get down, as you come out, you can see that it's all fairly serviceable. Most of the crew quarters are here as well. Well, they're in the level up above. It's a standard engineering area. Lots of coolants. Obviously, they are sort of mining the inside of a dormant volcano. So they got to keep their workers cool, which seems odd when given how cold it is on the outside, but it'll heat you up quick enough in there if they don't have a coolant on. Your coolants are there to bring it down to a manageable temperature rather than cool. No, Sean Bean is not guest starring.
That was a bad reaction.
Are we going to try and? Are we going to try and blow this place up as we leave to cover our tracks?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Who is doing the computer search?
I guess computers normally comes to me, doesn't it? But we've got all the time in the world now, so
Yeah.
Okay. You find out, and this is where the session is going to end on a couple of da-da-das. You do find the following information. 1, this is just a mining facility.
No prototype.
No prototype.
We've been had.
dick.
2, you do find in the computer mainframe something referred to as arctangent, but it's encrypted. Are you going to take the time to decrypt?
No.
Okay. What you glean from the information and other information you found from the computer is that Lamagos Intelligence don't hold all sensitive information in any one place at any one time. In order to keep security going, they move their intelligence information to various way stations around the system for a short space of time, so that no one, unless they know exactly what's going to be where and when, could ever find a particular piece of intelligence information. You have found Arctangent, which is a security report, the kind of security report that should be immediately sort of top of the list and everyone should know about it, but has been designated as low level. The intelligence reads that there is disturbing signs that there are, and he needs to find his notes now because yep, where is my notes? That the Brotherhood of Eternity's Salvation have placed agents, as far as they're aware, in most of the major governments and other enterprises, and appear to be attempting a coup by playing everyone off against each other and mopping up what's left. Can everyone make me an intelligence roll, please?
Is this to work out what's been going on the whole adventure so far? Because if
Ooh.
so,
No.
18.
I'm
17.
so proud of my virus. I'm not actually paying attention to this report I'm reading.
Just a slight memory. It didn't actually need to be a particularly big roll, but a slight memory. You suddenly remember that those pirates that gave you the job, remember they made a big point of the fact that they prayed?
Said Grace. Mm-hmm.
And on that note, we will end tonight's session because you guys need to level up.
Woohoo! I've forgotten how to level up again.
That's all right. We'll walk you through it.
Yeah.
Are we doing level up online or off?
Up to you. But I could do with a lose.
Well, we'll cut the broadcast and we'll do level up offline then.
Okay.
Thanks
Bravo.
for watching
Nope.
The Real Fat Shitty
Yeah, and
Yes.
the other person who briefly joined us.
from the moderate average sized shopper.
Wow.
Thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back for the next session next time. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Okay.
Catch you all again.
Next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.